Welcome to Artistry Collaborative. My name is JoAnn and I'm so glad you're here today. Today we are doing, well, remember last week when I went to the Dollar Tree and had that gigantic haul? Well, I didn't know what to do with those really pretty stickers, but I figured out something. We are going to create this beautiful mosaic mirror. Isn't that stunning? I love it. I'm just blown away. It took maybe 4 to 6 packages of stickers, a round board, a mirror, some rope. Less than $10. Maybe 11. Anyway, do you know what they would charge for this in an art gallery? Holy cow! And so easy, so easy. At Artistry Collaborative, we are the home of TriLab. If you're new to my channel, well, I hope you stick around and become a subscriber because I would love for you to join my family. We love to inspire creativity. It is so important. I even have a podcast, so you can listen to that to get more inspiration. Anyways, I'm so glad you're here. Please subscribe, share, make a comment, let me know what you want. I will be happy to create whatever is on your mind or walk you through it. So, at TriLab, we just want you to try. So, let's try this together. This I bought online. I think it's called Mr. Peacock's wood cutouts. I bought these back at Christmas time, but you could easily use one of the circle signs from Dollar Tree. This one happens to be 15 wide, and then I went to JoAnn's and got this mirror, and it's 7. So I measured everything so that I know that this is in the center. But then as I was looking at the tiles, some of them are see-through. So I don't want the wood to show through. So I'm going to, my daughter suggested doing silver because a lot of them have silver on the background. So I have this. This is just some cheap silver that I have. And I'm going to paint this. And then I have to do all the markings again. So now this is a very cheap paint, so I think I'm going to have to do 2 coats. So let me do that, and I'll be back. So it's a very pretty silver. It almost has like a pinkish tinge to it. I don't know, but anyways, if you're in New England, I got it from Ocean State Job Lot, but it's mostly just New England that has those stores. Anyway, so I measured everything across, and I found the easiest way to do it is to find the center, put it down, and then just measure around the circle to make sure that it's centered. And then once I got that, I went all around to make sure that it was all the same around. And then I just drew a very light circle. So now I'm going to put some Gorilla Glue in there. You can use tacky glue. You can use E6000. I would definitely use like E6000 or Gorilla Glue because you want something that's, you've got a mirror here, so you want to be able to trust that it's going to stay on the wall. So we're just going to glue this. Let's use a brush and stay within the lines. And I was just talking to my daughter about these tiles, and like I think I haven't even absorbed all the different things that you could probably do with them, but like even simply if you get 2 of the same kind, you could put like a hole here and they could be earrings. I mean, they'd be light, they wouldn't pull on your ears, they'd be very colorful. They're just amazing, these tiles. I just love them. So, yeah. All right. So, and then you're just going to lay this down. And that's that. Now, my daughter said, well, it's kind of weird that you're using squares in a round thing. But I said, that's the amazing thing about these. If you were using a mosaic, if you're using like tiles, you would have to, you know, cut them with a special tool. This we can just cut with a scissor. Now I'm just going to use tacky glue because these are very light and, you know, they're not going to go anywhere. And if they did fall off, it's not a big deal. So I'm just going to go randomly. And I just wanted to show you, like, I'm going to use mostly these, and I'm going to fill in with some of these, but I thought, I was looking at some of the older ones that they have, and there are some in here that are just squares too. Of course, all the ones that I'm showing you are not. Where was I? Well, there's like this one, and there's this one. They do have a, you know, something on them, but so do these. So yeah. So you just go along and you put your tiles in. I would vary the sizes. I am going to probably put a rope around the edge here. So I think I'm going to lay them this way here. Too much of the same. And you're going to have to go off the grid here, which is fine because we can cut them. So let me see. Now, here's a problem, is like they're not even. Well, they were $1, so. But we will either put in a really skinny piece, or maybe we will spackle it to fill it in as if it was caulk, because that's what you would do if you had a mosaic. So just go through and, you know, put pieces. I mean, you have tacky glue, so if you don't like it, you know, it's going to be a while before it heats up, sets. So, I mean, these are just so awesome. I just love them. I really do. Love them. All right. And I don't know how much you want to watch of this. All right, so go all around your mirror and just, we're going to fill this in. I just wanted to check in halfway here. Pretty simple, but I will say I'm using bits and pieces of these other ones because they are not uniform. And so you've got these little gaps. Now I think we'll go in with probably puffy paint, and instead of the spackle, I think that would be a lot cleaner. But it, like, to line it up, sometimes little pieces like this, which is the trim around these, really work well. And I just like the variety that it gives you. There are some great words in here. There's dream, there's beauty, there's wish, there's, you know, free. I'm not putting any words in, but you could. Absolutely could. But I just wanted to tell you, and I'm trimming as I go because I'm going to go around and cut the whole thing, but, you know, sometimes the piece doesn't exactly fit, and that's the wonderful thing about these, is that you can just cut them with a scissor. It's amazing. So just go along and enjoy this. It is so much fun, and it is so stunning. I don't think I'm selling this piece. I think this piece is mine. So, all right. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Now there's little bits and pieces, like little triangle pieces. So what I'm going to do is take some of my other pieces and just cut them. So like, let's say I put this here. I'm going to go around with you definitely want to use tacky glue so you can move stuff around. Now I lost my piece. Here it is. And so, yeah. And what I had done is, after I did about 3/4 of it, I turned it upside down to work on the other quarter of it, and things started to get wobbly. So you want to just make sure that you're lining it up. It's not going to be 100%, and that's okay. I will say that these were very helpful because they have this little border, and that's really great to fill in the gaps. It works really, really well. Now see, I have this piece, so I can trim this down. Put this in there, and there you go. So I'm going to go and fill in all the gaps. So I filled in all the gaps with little bits and pieces. I had mentioned I was going to fill in the gaps with black puffy paint, but this worked out really well. I will say it took about 4 packages of those really pretty ones. A combination of, you know, 2, because I have all this left over from the 4 that I bought. And I also used 1 of the little blue squares. And I recommend getting 1 or 2 of these because these little borders really help to fill in the gaps. Alright, so I have to get this to really, I want it to really be set. And then we're going to put a cord around here to finish it off. And that's it. I mean, it took me 3 hours. Really great. This one's mine, but I think I'm going to make more because I think they are stunning. So I'm going to start it here. This has some tape on it. You know this is going to ravel. So I'm not going to take the tape completely off. I think I will cut it on a... Oh... None of my scissors are good. None. I am going to cut it on an angle. And we're going to hot glue this all the way around. So there's a little divot in here. So I'm going to stick it in there. What I want to do is measure how much I really need. put a piece of Scotch tape around it. Do a large portion because I may have cut it longer than I needed. Well, I hope I did. And this way here, when I cut it, the part that I cut will still have tape on it. Alright, so I'm going to cut that off. And let's keep going with this. And then now I'm going to cut it on an angle so that it'll fit right into, I hope you can see this, fit right into that. So I'm going to lift this. Yeah, there you go. And I need to still trim around the edges, but I think I'd like it to dry a little bit more. I mean, some of them are fine, some of them are not. I think I'm even going to save some of these pieces because I'm going to make another one to sell. But yeah, if you wanted, I mean, you could put this on the outside too. You could run it along the outside. Maybe I will do that. I don't know. I'm gonna wait till it dries. I did decide to put it all around the edge because I think it just gives it a very nice finishing touch. I absolutely love this. I hope you do too. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me and being so supportive. I appreciate all your comments and I love hearing from you guys. Again, go to my website, artistrycollaborative.org, tells you all about us, and look for us on Instagram, look at my podcast, and yeah, as we say at Artistry Collaborative, keep on creating. And there you have it, a mosaic mirror. Just stunning. I wish my camera could pick up the detail. I'll try to go in closer. I just absolutely love it. I hope you do too. Be well.